Alrighty, so this is day one of the E3 demo showcase where I just go through a bunch of games that have demos and give them a shot. First game up on the list is Beacon Pines. Um, and I'm just going to launch it, and it's probably going to be mega loud. Well, that's the first-hand experience of playing some of these games. Um, is doing that. I also did not boot up my controller, so that would probably be an important thing to have, just in case, just in case. Alrighty, so I can press whatever that is supposed to be, or space. Do that. All right, dear reader, allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he is here for a reason. Alright. So these games, some games I have a vague familiarity with, some games I don't know, some games are not games for me, and some games are games for me. So we'll just figure that out as we go along. Hey, Dad. The morning light filtered through the trees onto the gravestone. How are things going? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died. And it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. Feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey, Luca. Rolo was Luca's closest friend. I knew I'd find you here. Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them. And after I checked the pond and climbed up the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here. Rolo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes and the flowers on the grave. Oh yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry. I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rolo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. Think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. Destroy all the plants. Tickle. Okay, that's not going away on its own, so. C. Wonderful. I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing, very special indeed. Keep a hold of it for now. Purpose will reveal itself soon enough. Gotta attack all the dandelions. Oh, they're growing back. Growing back. Grow back too fast. Life is hard. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. You know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building. Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since before the foul harvest. Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. What do you expect to find there? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere. And it seems like everyone wants to go to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my pa throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. Got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Alright, I need you to sneeze on all of these. A couple of bars right there. Under the shade of the old straw hat, the scarecrow held a knowing smirk. One of its button eyes had been pecked out by a brash crow, creating the impression of an internal wink. Hey, Jack. Morning, Jill. Salutations, Dr. Hassenheffer the Third. Oh, dear. Alright, I just have to tell Gran, and then we can head out. What are you going to tell her? I don't know. I'll think of something. If it's the same all to you, or if it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran kind of smells kind of funny. Suit yourself. I won't be long. I mean, now that I got that charm, you know, I gotta inspecto everything-o. Ah, yeah. Lean against the fence to be cool. That's how we do. Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They have been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house. Oh well, now you done goofed. Because you done told me. Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric. The drawer was packed with his dad's old baseball card collection. An urge to collect things was passed on to Luca. Yeah. Gotta look cool. Who's this sucker fool? What sucker fool you talking about? I know you ain't talking about me. What's going on, holy man Bob? What's the best thing that happened to you today? The slide off is amazing. Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation. Alright. Just some dusty knickknacks. Is it here that I don't want to go? Okay. I'm safe. Oof. Something has gone wrong in there. Pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string. Oh, some junk. Mostly just waiting around for the Nintendo E3 presentation, the only one you really care about. That's fair. That one's tomorrow. Wait. I can turn it off. Can't waste water. Someone who lives in Southern California, we know the value of water. One day, they were like, everyone, we need to conserve water. Very important. And so we conserved water so well that the water company was like, oh, hold on a second, guys. You're conserving water way too well. You're doing too good of a job, so we're going to raise the prices. Oh my, this is quite exciting. I'm now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. Yes. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. You can use the various charms you have collected to alter events and thus completely rewrite the fate of Beacon Pines. This is no small thing. So step forth, dear reader, and grasp hold of destiny itself. Hold on. On the other hand, I suppose there's no reason to rush things. Gran will be waiting when you return. Ooh. Ooh. You understand me. Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet. Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said. Right. We got over here. Ah. Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Oh wow, he really did change his sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air. Ah, yeah. Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation. I too am looking forward to Nintendo's E3 presentation. Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. Meant that he could read late into the night. All right. Like I've got a great many charms. I am ready to attack the grandmother. In the short time since her arrival, Gran had set about making the garden. The wild bushes Lucas spent his childhood playing in had been replaced by patches of fresh soil. Beginner's Guide to Gardening laid open on the bench. Hold on, Grandma. We are exploring. Hey, Gran, I'm gonna go hang with Rolo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere special. The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved. We were just gonna go... So there was a heart there originally, and there's a triangle on this one. So that's interesting. We're just gonna go chill for the day. The best lies are built on the truth. You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Make sure you are done chilling in time for supper. Easy. Impressive. You managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A simple word can change the course of history. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle. Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. This conversation with Gran seems innocent enough, the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things. Sure. We're gonna go ponder for the day. Airplane. Or, no, helicopter. Oh really? What are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly? This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi. You know, big stuff. Small stuff. Medium. Mostly medium pondering. Nailed it. Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now. Alright, well, try one more. Hide. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Hide. Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide. Yeah, I guess Rollo bet some other kids that we could beat them at hide and seek. Aren't you a little old for that? Not like there's much else to do around here. I'll make sure you boys are when you're done playing your little game in time for supper. Well, or all's well that ends well. Alright, but we're gonna go back to my choice, which was chillin'. So what games are you most excited for? That's a long list. I think off the top of my head, which is very difficult, but Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, I think it's called. I'm excited for that one. There's a slew of indie games that I thought were incredibly interesting, and I added a bunch of them to my Steam wish list. Alright, this is not a charm. Can't just lean against the fence and be cool. Yeah, I would have to look at my list to figure it out, but there's quite a few. Come on, come on. Dang it, Rollo. For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary. Over here. The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring, sort of a natural barrier for the impatient. Now, you were not expecting Mario plus Rabbids, but you're excited for that? I'm very pleased with it because the first Mario plus Rabbids, I was just like a Mario plus XCOM game. Like, okay, you know, just show me what you can do. I don't need this to be super complex or anything like that. And it turned out to be quite enjoyable. I was very pleased with it. Hey, Luca. Looks like you guys are in a hurry. I'm just keeping an eye on my boat. The SS Maritimes. Oh yeah, there is a boat in there. You should jump in the river and destroy it with a gigantic tsunami. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it or we pound you. Yup. Yeah, but my mom said, yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be the freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. But my mama said. Oh, you can jump? Oh my goodness. Cannot change your direction in the jump though. It's very interesting because you just like stop. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. The beacon. Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? Wondering if you heard any news about news? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing, and change is a dangerous animal. Ooh. Can get stuff from talking to people too. Luca could see the morning regulars nestled in their booths at the early bean. Hey, Miss Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. Be safe now. You be safe now, you hear? What about you, Holy Man Bob? What are some of the games that you found most interesting? Oh, I have to add 12 minutes to that list. I'm pretty excited for that, and I'm glad it got a release date. Eldest Souls, I'm going to add that one to the list. You know, I just thought of that one. Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted. The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh, this is getting good. Luca, just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up? Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear. We can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well now, I'm just rambling. Where were we? Have you seen my idiot brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Come on, Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, wait up, I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rollo, we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rollo. Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? What? You're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And stupid. And she's right around that corner, isn't she? Don't mind me, just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? Couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Must have slipped my mind, thanks for letting me know. Anyways, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch heck again because of you. So either you march yourself home and feed those chickens, or I haul you home myself. Oh. Rollo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home. In the past, He found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill. Come on, Roxy. It's the first day of summer. The sun's shining and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rolo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Paz always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. All rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report. So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool, cool, cool. Duke Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do on his own, Duke Valentine. A bit much, if you ask me. Death Trash, Final Fantasy 1 through 6 Remaster, Psychonauts 2, Salt and Sacrifice. Death Trash looks very interesting. I was very interested in Final Fantasy 1 through 6 Pixel Remaster or whatever, but it seems like it's not a collection. It seems like it is a re-release of all 6 games individually. And since I didn't see what they're going to look like, and since it's going to be on mobile, I just have a feeling, because Square Enix has done this before, that they're going to develop the games on mobile and then port them to PC. Which means, we might get a different product than maybe what we want, but who knows? Like I said, we haven't seen anything. Kip's Hardware went out of business over a year ago. The building had sat vacant ever since. Miss Novak's bookstore was often closed until after lunch. Rummaging through the dusty piles of books was one of Luca's favorite ways to kill time. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I was just on my way, too. I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Yeah, that's great, but I guess Juniper will have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that dance. Promise Gran regretted the second it was made. Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. Gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. The phone booth was brand new, part of the town's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use. That would suck if that's the case. I feel like that's the... if you go look at their little press release website thing, it says it uses terminology that could lead someone down the path of thinking that it's going to be separate releases for every game. So 6 individual game releases on their own that, let's just say they'll be $10 each, that would end up being $60, fair for 6 games perhaps, but probably not what people initially thought. At least I got the impression it was a collection based off of the trailer, but we'll see. We'll see. The path led into a small hollow at the edge of a Weep Wood. Okay, no turning back now. Hold on, man. I gotta look for some charms. Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign new? The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz. Okay, so what would Rolo do if he was here? Luca often asked himself what Rolo would do, so that he could rule out that option. I'm definitely not touching that thing. Wait, there was a symbol there. Oh. As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained. Interesting. Luca knew that he'd give up now. He'd never hear the end of it from Rollo. Just walking around. That's 2. 1 more to go. The fence's buzzing gave way to silence. Okay, moment of truth. Every kid in town knew the old Valentine Fertilizer Building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life. Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here? There was only one way to find out. I don't know if the game has been too loud. I totally forgot. But it seems okay for me. I'm gonna rock with it. The water looked almost diseased. A glowing sludge gathered in blobs at the surface. It flowed slowly into the woods. Disease. What a description. The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid. Wow, that smells awful. It's bad Rollo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in there. I can't close it. Locked. Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better. A zipper. Footsteps. Sound of footsteps grew louder. Hello? Crap. The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged towards him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door into the lab into the green light. This is a story about AIM. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. Oh, I didn't see what page we skipped to. That's kind of crazy, though. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end. Now we can go back over here. All right. We'll see how this goes. Oh. Make a break for it. This is madness. Did that little sucker just kick me? Run all you want, little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Sorry, Mr. Unkard. Kind of in a hurry right now. Boy's got too much of his father in him. I win. Little help? I am the champion. We were racing? Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You were just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Why did you do that? Pa always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great. What now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Oh, you're a genius. I am pretty smart. Think that did it. Luca. You never fail to impress. Really hoping for some info on Metroid Prime 4 and Breath of the Wild 2. I think we'll get Breath of the Wild 2 information. I don't think there's going to be anything about Metroid Prime 4 personally. As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly. Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 crack detectives are on the case. This is crazy. This is awesome. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. I'm tempted to prove you wrong, but I wouldn't want to embarrass you. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. Can't really see what's in there. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo. It would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. Oh, dang. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. Hang on, there's more. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic communicators. Or, yeah. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic, ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? Getting a little stuffy in here. Request assistance for evac. Help is on the way. This game is charming. This is very charming. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Which game is this? This is Beacon Pines, I believe. I'll start putting the names in the title after this one. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. It's coming back. Get down. The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag. Okay. Think we should make a break for it. Stay calm, there's no reason to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I'm not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Oh no. I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, just haul that booty. Rolo, yeah? I'll give you credit. Sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing. Luca sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rolo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rolo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. Tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rolo, no sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul booty. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night, throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room, and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 2. Finding a friend. The next morning it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence. I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. What did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there wasn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit. Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even. I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I'm not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Luca stood in silent shock. Had Gran caught him in a lie? Where could she even be going? Well, that was strange. All right. Well, we've played approximately 48, well, maybe like 40 minutes, 45 minutes or so of Beacon Pines. That's this one. I want to, keep the games moving and stuff like that. But I'm actually super intrigued by this game. I like the storybook aspects of it, and I think the writing of it is actually very appealing to me. I am pleased with my experience here. Quite pleased. Yeah. We'll move on. I'm just gonna end this one here, and we'll move on to the next demo, for the E3 Demo Showcase Day 1. Yeah.